Anyone can tell you that caffeine makes anxiety worse and can cause increased heart rate, jitteriness and nervousness. But what I want to share with you today is 3 reasons why your anxiety can get worse with coffee and explain what's actually happening in the body. Make sure you stick around to the end to learn about some of the genetics related to whether you should be drinking coffee or not. If you haven't met me before, I'm Dr. Janelle Sinclair, and on this YouTube channel we discuss natural remedies for depression and anxiety. So subscribe and hit the bell button so you're notified about our new weekly videos. Caffeine and anxiety, reason to quit number 1. Coffee may lead or exacerbate a magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is an important mineral and is involved in over 300 enzyme reactions in the body. Anxiety and depression can be caused by magnesium deficiency, and other symptoms of low magnesium include muscle twitches, cramps and weakness, fatigue, high blood pressure, irregular heartbeats and insomnia. When you drink coffee, your body can lose magnesium because of the diuretic effect of the coffee. And another way coffee may lead to reduced magnesium levels is because it's an acidic food. When we eat too many acidic foods, including coffee, the body becomes acidic and it uses up magnesium to help buffer the blood. So by drinking coffee, especially high amounts of it, you can cause or exacerbate a magnesium deficiency, and this can lead to anxiety. Caffeine and anxiety, reason to quit number 2. Caffeine can cause insomnia. Most of us will know that coffee can affect our sleep. And if you don't get sleep, then your anxiety can definitely get worse. So I could just say, don't drink coffee if you've got anxiety because it can cause insomnia. End of story. But do you want to know why coffee can affect your sleep? Well, I'm going to tell you anyway because I think it's really interesting. There's a neurotransmitter in the brain called adenosine. One of its roles is to slow down nerve cell activity and increase drowsiness. And it tells your body that it's time to sleep. Well, caffeine has a similar structure to adenosine, and it binds the adenosine receptors in the brain like a lock and a key. The thing is that the caffeine binds the same receptors as adenosine. It doesn't activate the receptors, it doesn't open that lock, but rather it blocks it so that the adenosine can't work. So the caffeine interferes with the ability of adenosine to slow down nerve cell activity, and therefore the caffeine indirectly promotes stimulation and arousal. So caffeine is literally interrupting your body's inbuilt mechanisms to tell you to go to sleep and to calm down. Let's move on to talk about the final and maybe the most interesting reason to quit, number 3. Coffee increases stress hormones, and your genetic weakness may not tolerate that. Studies in humans have shown that caffeine increases cortisol, noradrenaline, and adrenaline. Drinking coffee, in other words, recreates stress conditions for the body. Because anxiety is associated with and maybe even caused by high levels of these fight and flight hormones, it makes sense not to drink coffee if you have anxiety. But that rule may be even more important for some people with anxiety than others, depending on their genetics. There's 3 genes that I currently know about that impact caffeine sensitivity in the body. The adenosine receptor, the CYP1A2 gene, which involves liver function and processing of the caffeine in the liver, and catechol-O-methyltransferase, or COMT. The COMT enzyme is what I want to talk to you about because it helps break down noradrenaline and adrenaline. If this enzyme is working well, your body can get rid of stress hormones. But if the COMT is working very slowly, noradrenaline and adrenaline hang around in the body, and this can cause anxiety. What I find really fascinating in this area is the interaction between genes, lifestyle choices, and our health outcomes. There's a genetic weakness that you can inherit for the COMT gene that is linked to anxiety. The genetic change leads to the reduced activity of the COMT enzyme, and it leads to more stress hormones. So what does this all have to do with coffee? Well, it's thought that coffee also slows down the COMT enzyme. So we've got a situation that a genetic weakness of the COMT gene can lead to reduced activity of the enzyme and higher stress hormone levels. And the caffeine can cause increased stress hormones by changing the enzyme activity too. And if you combine these two things, a lifestyle choice with a genetic weakness, it's really going to increase your likelihood of anxiety and at a minimum create unhealthy stress hormones. And if you're interested in finding out about other biological causes of anxiety, such as nutritional deficiencies or hormonal imbalances, download my free report. There's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.